conversion of single entry system into double entry system. For conversion of single entry into double entry, preparation of debtors account, bills receivable account, creditors account and bills payable account is necessary to find certain missing figures. In the previous classes, we have studied how to prepare debtors account and bills receivable account. In this class, we have to study how to prepare creditors account and bills payable account. In creditors account, the four important items are by balance brought down, to balance carried down. That means these are the opening balance and closing balance. By balance brought down is opening balance and against this to balance carried down is closing balance. And other two main items are credit purchases and cash paid to creditors. Out of these four items, if three are known and the fourth one is missing item. So, if three are known, the other fourth one is the missing item. And creditors account always shows credit balance. Creditors account and also bills payable account always shows credit balance. So, opening balance, it may be creditors opening balance or it may be bills payable opening balance. It should be taken on the credit side because these two accounts shows always credit balances. So, in bills payable account also, the four important items are opening balance, it is also written as by balance brought down, and against this the closing balance of bills payable, it is also written down as to balance carried down. And other two important items are bills payable issued to creditors. When bills payable is accepted and issued to creditors as per the journal entry principle, creditors account is debited and bills payable account is credited. So, we have to write in bills payable account as by creditors account for bills payable issued. And when bills payable are issued, these have to be paid later on, that is on maturity date. So, when bills payable accepted or issued or paid on maturity, the journal entry will be creditors account debit to cash account. So, creditors account is debited by cash account. So, we have to write in bills payable account, when bills payables amount is paid on maturity of bills, when amount is paid on maturity of bills, bills payable account is debited and cash account is credited. So, in bills payable account, we have to write as to cash paid. So, opening balance and closing balance and bills payable issued and cash paid against maturity of bills. These are the four important items. Out of these four items, if three are known and the fourth one is the missing item. So, from the given information, we have to enter all the entries and we have to find also the missing item. How to prepare these two accounts? Here is a problem. We now. And as regards creditors account, the other items which may appear on the credit side is only one, that is bills payable dishonored. For bills payable dishonored, one more entry will be on the credit side, and all other entries to bills payable issued for contra entry and to purchase returns for discount earned, all entries are made on the debit side of creditors account. So let us make entries one by one from the given information. Here is one question, and from this information we have to find out credit purchases. We have to find credit purchases from the given information. The data given are creditors on 1/4/2009 60,000, that is opening balance of creditors, and creditors on 31/3/2010 40,000, it is closing balance of creditors. Next item given is bills payable on 1/4/2009 30,000, it is the opening balance of bills payable. Next item is bills payable on 31/3/2010 50,000, it is the closing balance of bills payable. And cash paid to creditors is 3 lakh. Purchased machinery on credit 2 lakh. It is this transaction pertains to purchase of asset on credit and not purchases of goods on credit. So creditors accounts and debtors accounts are maintained only for recording transactions pertaining to goods supplied or goods sold, and not for purchase of asset on credit. So purchase of machinery, that is purchase of asset on credit, is not related to creditors account. Creditors account is meant for only recording transactions relating to goods supplied, etc. So this item, purchased machinery on credit 2 lakh, it is purchase of asset on credit, so it is entered in a journal proper, so it is not taken to creditors account. And next one is returns outwards, that is purchase returns, that is purchase of returns outwards. Here goods are returned to creditors, so it is purchase return, it should be entered in the creditors account. Next, freight charges supplied by suppliers. Freight charges by supplier of goods 20,000. Next item is bills payable discharged 80,000, that is bills payable cash paid again. Bills payable discharged 80,000 means cash paid against maturity of bills, that is 80,000. Next, discount received is 10,000, and the last item is bills payable dishonored 2,000. These are the items given, so let us make entry one by one. First item is creditors, that is opening balance of creditors 60,000. Next item, creditors on 31/3/2010, here it is closing balance of creditors 40,000. Next, bills payable on 1/4/2009, opening balance of bills payable, that is 13,000. Next item is closing balance of bills payable. Bills payable on 31st March 2010 indicates closing balance of bills payable, it is 50,000. Next item is cash paid to creditors 3 lakh rupees. It should be entered in creditors account as to cash paid 3 lakh rupees. Next item, purchased machinery on credit, it is not related to creditors account. It is entered in the journal proper because it is purchase of asset on credit, not goods. Next, returns outwards, that is purchase return. It should be taken to creditors account as 2 purchase returns. Purchase returns 10,000. Next item is freight charges by supplier of goods. When freight is charged, freight is expenditure, so freight account is debited. Freight account debit, and suppliers are the givers of freight, so freight amount, and they charged on us, so the journal entry will be freight account debit to creditors account. So in creditors account we have to make entry as by freight charges. By freight charges, that is 20,000. Next item is bills payable discharged. Bills payable discharged 80,000 means cash paid on maturity of bills. So here we have to make entry in the bills payable account as to cash paid 80,000. Next item is discount received 10,000. So discount received is entered on the debit side of creditors account as to discount received or discount earned. Discount received is 10,000, and last entry is bills payable dishonored 2,000. Bills, when bills are dishonored, we have to make entry on the creditors account credit side as by bills payable account. By bills payable account, bills payable dishonored. Here it is 2,000, and we have to make contra entry for this transaction. We have to make entry in the bills payable account also. That means by bills payable account, in bills payable account we have to write as to creditors account 2,000. To creditors account 2,000. It is for bills payable dishonored. All transactions are entered in a debtors account and bills in a creditors account and bills payable account. First we have to close the bills payable account, and here the missing figure in bills payable account is bills payable issued during the year. Bills are accepted or issued, and also cash is paid on the maturity of bills, and opening balance, closing balance. These are the 4 important items. Here bills payable issued or accepted is not given, so the missing figure will be bills payable issued during the year. So the debit side total is more, that is 1,32,000. We have to find the difference on the credit side. The difference is from 1,32,000. If 30,000 is deducted, the difference is 1 lakh 2000. This is the balancing figure and it is bills payable issued during the year. So we have to write as by creditors account for bills payable issued, and this is the balancing figure here. Balancing figure. And also this, for this entry we have to make a contra entry as we have written in bills payable account by creditors account. In by creditors account we have to write as to bills payable account. So the contra entry in the creditors account will be to bills payable account. To bills payable account, bills payable issued. The amount is 1,02,000. And finally, we have to close creditors account. Out of the 4 items, important items: opening balance of creditors, closing balance of creditors, credit purchases, and cash paid to creditors. These are the 4 important items. Here 3 items are known. Opening balance is known, closing balance is known, cash paid to creditors is also known, and the 4th missing figure, 4th item is missing figure. Here it is by credit purchases. So here the debit side total is more. We have to make total on the debit side here. The total is 4,62,000. We have to ascertain the difference figure. The difference is 3,80,000. Here 3,80,000 is balancing figure. And it is credit purchases. Here the difference figure is, or balancing figure is 3,80,000, and it is the credit purchases. Next, we have to solve one more problem relating to creditors account and bills payable account. Here the problem given is prepare creditors account and bills payable account from the following. Here the information given is total creditors as on 1/1/2011 7,000, bills payable as on 1/1/2011 2,000, credit purchases 42,800, cash paid to creditors 28,000, bills payable issued to creditors 12,000, purchases returns 1,600, cash paid against bills 10,800, bills payable dishonored 200, and the last item discount earned is 400. We have already discussed that in creditors account the 4 important items are credit purchases and cash paid to creditors, and also opening balance of creditors and closing balance of creditors. Creditors account and bills payable account always shows credit balance, so we have to take opening balance on the credit side, and here opening balance is given creditors, cash paid to creditors is also given, that is 28,000, and credit opening balance is given also given, and the missing figure here is closing balance of creditors. So opening balance, closing balance, credit purchases and cash paid to creditors. Out of these four items, if three are known, the fourth one is missing. Here opening balance, credit purchases, cash paid to creditors is given, and the missing figure is closing balance of creditors. Likewise, in bills payable account, opening balance of bills payable is given. You have to take on the credit side, and cash paid on majority of bills, that is cash paid against bills 10,008, it is also given, and bills payable issued or accepted, bills payable issued or accepted to creditors is also given, and fourth missing figure here is closing balance of bills payable account. So bills payable issued and also cash paid against maturity of bills, and opening balance, closing balance. Out of these four items, if three are known and the fourth one is the missing item. Let us make entry one by one. First we have to take creditors item 1/1/2011 as by balance brought down. Here it is 7,000. Next, bills payable balance on 1/1/2011, it is opening balance, that is 2,000 rupees. Next item is credit purchases 42,800. We have to take credit purchases 42,800. Next, cash paid to creditors is 28,000. We have to make interest to cash paid 28,000 in creditors account. Next, bills payable issued to creditors 12,000. So we have to make entry on the bills payable account as by creditors account. Bills payable issued, here it is 12,000, and it is we have to make contra entry for this transaction. In creditors account we have to write as to bills payable account. In by creditors we have to make entry as to bills payable account. To bills payable account, bills payable issued. Here it is 12,000 rupees. And the next transaction is purchases returns 1,600. We have to make entry in creditors account as to purchases returns. Purchases returns is 1,600. Next, cash paid against bills is 10,800. We have to make entry in the bills payable account as to cash paid 10,800. Next item is bills payable dishonored. We have to make entry on the bills payable account as to creditors account. In the bracket we may write as bills payable dishonored. Bills payable dishonored, here it is 200. And when we write in bills payable account the name of creditors, we have to make contra entry. So in creditors account we have to make entry as by bills payable account. By bills payable account, here bills payable dishonored. Amount is 200. entered are opening balance of creditors, credit purchases, and for bills dishonored. If three entries you have, you have remembered, then all other entries you have to take on the debit side. So next we have to close the bills payable account and find the missing figure. The missing figure here is closing balance of bills payable account. So a total credit side is more, that is 14,000. The difference here is 3,000. 3,000 is balancing figure and it is the closing balance of bills payable account. Next, we have to close the creditors account and we have to ascertain the closing balance of creditors here. The total is credit side is more. The total is 15,000. The difference is 8,000. On the debit side, the balancing figure is 8,000 and it is the closing balance of creditors. So you have to remember the debit entries and credit entries in bills payable account and creditors account. If you remember only on the credit side entries on the credit side, that is opening balance, credit purchases and bills payable account for dishonor of bills. If these three items you have remembered, then all other entries we have to take on the debit side of creditors account. So we have studied up to this, we have studied preparing debtors account, bills receivable account and also creditors account and bills payable account. In the next class we have to, for the examination, this type of problems are asked for 5 marks and for 15 marks we have to solve the problems in the next class. So in the next class we have to convert the single entry system into double entry system by taking the problems which are asked for the examination for 15 marks. Thank you.